Hey Sharice, this is Josh, and you had asked for a video on back strengtheners and on arm strengtheners. So the really cool thing is that those are pretty much the same things. So as you strengthen your arms, you're going to have to strengthen your back because your back is what holds your arms pretty much in place, as is your chest. So we got a lot of stuff going on, and the first ones that we're going to look at would be non-weight bearing stuff at all, just to see what your range of motion is. And as you see your range of motion, you're also going to be strengthening those muscles, although it won't feel like anything. So I've got some options here that you can do without any weight. Some of them you can do with some weight. So you get to just decide. So as you get to stand, you want to notice how your arms move in front and how high they can move before your back starts back bending. And then you'll move them back behind you as well. And so you want to notice at what point in time do you do this, and then you start popping your rib cage to make it seem like you're getting further back, but actually you're not. So you're just taking your arms back and then bringing them forward in the range that feels good. It's pretty simple, nothing fancy, and you can go up as high as you want. And if you're at the wall, you can actually walk your fingers up the wall there too. And then notice, if your hands can be at the wall, how far you can walk away and lift your hands up touching the wall there, okay? Then another one is to reach the arms out and up, and then bring them back down, out and up. And you might have to do a little bit of a rotation up here, right? And how that works. And then the last one is to do that rotation just standing here. So I roll my arms all the way out, and I roll them all the way in. With the idea of, can you make this bone do most of the motion in your shoulder and let your forearm and your wrist just follow, rather than your hands doing the work? So if I do this motion here, notice that nothing changes up here. And you might not because of the shirt, right? But the idea is that I want this arm bone way up here to do all the motion, and that my hand just follows it, which is a very different motion than if I keep my arm bone still and just move my wrist. Yeah? And I'm betting that that one right there is probably not going to be too comfortable, because it's not comfortable for a lot of people to feel that out and that motion in. And then you can do all of that and add weight, right? You can add a couple of pounds of stuff. So I have a little kettlebell here, which is kind of heavy. So I'm actually going to take some of the weight off it, which makes me happy that I can do that. And then lock it in place. So this has about 3 pounds on it. And you can just do like a can of beans. You can do something light. You can do a towel. And the idea then is to lift on up and in front and back down. So this is what we started with. Be up and down. And so your shoulders have to do this, but so does your back. So this is back strengthening as well. And then you would take this behind you. And this one's not going to be very much, because you've got to lift it up and press. Ooh, that one's uncomfy. Also because it draws my hands so close in, whereas before my hands were about here. So then I'm having to strengthen my shoulder blades and pulling my hands back and then lifting weight up. So that's going to be a really small motion, yeah? You can do the same thing out to the sides, but for that, I would grab 2 of these plates, or 2 cans of beans, or 2 towels, whatever it is. I'll set to the side here, and then float the arms up and bring them down. Now in any of these, if you bend your elbows, it's going to take out some of the intensity and make it a little easier. And then you could also draw the hands in really close to you, which is going to make it even easier. The closer the weight is to your body, the less work you're going to have to do. The further away it is, the more work you're going to have to do. And it might be really uncomfortable, right? And then from there, if you wanted, if you brought these in, you can also push straight up in front of you, which is kind of a combo of different movements. So instead of swinging the arms all the way up, you're bending elbows, taking some of that pressure off, and then pressing in front. And your back is going to have to strengthen to do all of that stuff, yeah? So whether you're taking them behind you, out to the sides, or in front, your back's going to have to help you in every one of those motions, yeah? So let me know what you think on that, if you have any questions, and I can film some more videos for you, okay? Ciao.